Hey you guys, this is Carrie with Abstract Wellness, and I just wanted to give a big shout out to everybody that has been supporting Abstract Wellness from the beginning in the past. Currently, a lot of folks have been hitting me up on the website, hitting me up on via YouTube, and also through other social media as well. And I just want to give my gratitude and my thanks to each and every one of you. I really, really appreciate your interest in natural and holistic herbal medicine, which is a big, big passion of mine. And I really strive to give people the right information to direct them into the right paths that they would want to go into, and it has been very helpful to a lot of folks out there. I've gotten a lot of great feedback from a lot of people. I won't say that they have been miraculously cured, but they have been helped in the areas of pain, inflammation, glaucoma, cystic fibrosis, autoimmune diseases. It's been an eye-opening experience just to see, what natural holistic medicine can do for a lot of people out there. I do, with the permission of some of my clients, share their reactions with you guys. I do post them on my Facebook page. I also post them on the website as well. So if you guys get a chance to go out there and take a look at some of those testimonies, go on ahead and do so. I highly encourage you to do so because this is real. This is something that is very valuable. A lot of people swear by it versus, what's going on in our medical community right now. I'm not saying that it's all bad, but it's definitely not all good. So just to give you guys a little bit more feedback on me, again, my name is Carrie, and I'm with Abstract Wellness. If you have any particular questions or any concerns or anything like that, you want to know about anything that I've spoken about in the past or anything that I talk about today, please, please, please contact me at www.abstractwellness.com. And once again, this information is not meant to take the advice or treatment of your physician's advice or treatment. Please, please, please feel free to diligently research anything that we discuss in any of these segments. Take this information to your physician. This is not meant to replace anything that comes from your physician, but you might want to research it and do it at your own risk. And that includes today's information as well. Once again, I am here to help you in regards to learning about new holistic and holistic medicines, or natural medicines, as I like to call them. The first item that we're going to talk about today is called Astragalus Root. And since we're in the month of October, typically October is looked at as Cancer Awareness Month. Actually, Cancer Awareness Month needs to be just cancer awareness, period, throughout the year. There's so many people that have been affected by cancer and are still being affected by cancer, different types of cancers. All cancers are not created the same. You have different reactions and different things that go on with you, depending on where the cancers are located. It is very serious what's going on in this country. The United States has one of the highest cancer rates across the board. And of course, the powers that be, the Center for Disease Control and the doctors and all of them, they say, hey, it might have to do with your environment. Oh, it has to do with your diet. It actually has a little bit to do with genetics. It's a lot of things that people can say that contribute to just people having cancer. But the fact of the matter remains is that it is a delicate subject. It should be treated as a delicate subject. I have personally known people that have, come in contact with cancer and have been afflicted with cancer. And to see someone deteriorate from this disease is very devastating. And it takes a lot out of the individual, especially when they have to go through the chemotherapy process. The chemotherapy process in itself is very harsh on the body, and as harsh as it is on the body, it's even more devastating on the mind. So, with that said, I wanted to give some information to some of the people out there that say, I think, chemotherapy is probably the best solution. You see a lot of people on some of the television commercials that sponsor some of the cancer centers. I won't say their names, but coming from a medicinal or medical background, I can tell you that there are natural treatments out there. I'm not going to say anything bad about any of those centers. I know that a few of them might incorporate natural solutions, but not all of them. And the treatments that they offer are very costly. Given the state of the medical situation currently here in the United States, once again, there are a lot of people that will not even be able to afford basic health care, let alone those types of treatments. So if you happen to know anyone that is suffering from cancer, any type of cancer, or you yourself, I highly suggest that you seek out, first and foremost, medical treatment. If you cannot get a hold of anyone that can satisfy you as far as that is concerned, there are natural, holistic options out there that have been proven to improve, treat, or just eradicate cancer cells. Any of the information that we're discussing today, you're more than free to look it up and research it yourself. However, I just wanted to give this information to you guys so that you have this in your arsenal. And I do this specifically for the folks out there that feel like they don't have any hope, they don't have anywhere to turn to, they don't have any money, they can't imagine what life is going to be like because they don't have medical insurance. I want to reach out to all of those people out there that's going through this thought process, that's feeling this way, that's afraid and so on. They don't have the answers that they need, or they're researching and they're trying to find answers. So this segment is specifically for you. The first item that I wanted to talk to you guys about is Astragalus Root. And the Astragalus Root, I always love to show you guys what this stuff looks like. Here's what it looks like. It looks like some little chopped up wood. We've actually talked about Astragalus Root previously. And the reason why I'm bringing up Astragalus Root once again is because it is an adaptogen. And the adaptogens are what you want to get a hold of and get at into your body because of what an adaptogen does. It helps to manage body stress. So when you're talking about cancer and other ailments, you want something that's going to be able to manage stress in your body, period. Also, you're going to want something that is going to boost your immunity. And Astragalus boosts your immunity. A lot of people during the winter months or fall going into winter, they say, hey, I need some Astragalus. And, your immune system is very important to you when you are going through cancer treatments or cancer in itself. You want a healthy immune system. So Astragalus, one of the health benefits is it does strengthen your immune system as well. And it also basically provides an anti-inflammatory, antiviral effect within your body in itself. So Basically, when you're going through any sickness or illness, you have inflammation that occurs in your body. And inflammation is basically at the root of a lot of diseases that people acquire, from arthritis to heart disease, you name it, a culprit of many diseases, all kinds of damage. Inflammation is at the heart of it. And Astragalus can basically reduce inflammatory response and connection to a number of those illnesses and conditions, from wound healing to lesions to reducing the inflammation regarding to diabetic or kidney disease, you name it. It's going to be there to take down the inflammation from all of that. And in connection with boosting your immune system, it also slows and prevents the growth of tumors. And this study has been done several times. And they have also found that, yes, Astragalus can do this. It can slow or prevent the growth of tumors, different types of tumors, not all tumors, but some tumors, which is very important because it has that high saponin and flavonoid count, also the polysaccharides as well, which is very important in decreasing or eliminating tumors. That is what you want in your body if you have any type of tumor activity that's going on. Also, in the connection with treating like liver cancer, Astragalus has also been shown in potentially reducing or reversing the multi-drug resistance for liver cancer in itself. So, if you know someone or you yourself is going through something in relationship to cancer or any other disease that's dealing with an inflammatory issue, you would want Astragalus in your arsenal. It also protects your cardiovascular system as well because of the high flavonoid count. It also regulates and prevents diabetes and illnesses related to diabetes. So it can treat diabetes naturally, but remember, you have to get into a regimen in taking Astragalus Root. Just with anything that we talk about on any of these segments, you have to get into a regimen to do this for yourself. If you find that you are at your wit's end and you want something natural and holistic means you have to do this work. You have to do this work. And I highly believe that Astragalus does exactly what it says that it does. When it's turning cold or the seasons are changing, I'm not getting sick. You know why? Because I take that Astragalus. I have no problem taking this Astragalus and getting it into my system. It may taste a little. Most people will pair up the Astragalus and the echinacea. And the echinacea is an herb that also keeps you nice and healthy as well, has a lot of health benefits, but they'll tend to pair that up. Astragalus basically comes it comes as a root, just like I showed you here, a tincture, capsules and tablets. However, as I previously stated, I do not endorse any capsules or tablets because I don't know where they actually manufactured the capsules or the tablets. I prefer the original root. This also comes in powder form. So if you wanted to make it as a tea, you can use this root. If you wanted to incorporate it into a smoothie, you can take the powdered form, mix it in there, not a big thing. You get it over with. It has a natural taste. I'll just say it has a natural taste. As all natural organic things have a natural taste. So just remember, the biggest thing regarding Astragalus is that it's an immune booster. And that's very important given any medical condition. You want something, unless you're taking an immunosuppressant, I would say check with your physician. However, you want something that's going to keep your immune system healthy and strong. And like I said, it's an adaptogen. So you want that. That's going to help you in the long run. So just keep that in mind in regards to if you are taking an immunosuppressant, a lithium type of based drug as well. Keep that in mind that you might want to check with your physician before getting a hold of the Astragalus Root. Okay? The next item I wanted to talk to you guys about is ashwagandha. Ashwagandha is basically very similar to astragalus, but it's got a few more benefits. And here it looks the same, but you guys can see. I know you guys talk about my pictures. This is not like Wheel of Fortune, and I'm not Vanna White, but here it is. It's not. It looks almost similar, but it's not to the astragalus root. Ashwagandha is very, very, very important. It's also classified as an adaptogen as well, helps to manage body stress as well. It also helps to lower blood sugar levels, cortisol, boost your brain function, fight symptoms of anxiety and depression, which is very, very, very important when you're going through any type of a sickness as well. And what you want to remember as far as ashwagandha is that it also has anti-cancer properties, okay? And the reason why I'm telling you that this is because it's believed that it has a reactive oxygen species. That's what it comes from. It's considered to be a reactive oxygen species of type of plant, which are basically toxic to cancer cells, but not normal cells, okay? So keep that in mind. Basically, in these studies, it has been proved that it treats several types of cancers, including breast, lung, colon, brain, and ovarian cancers, okay? So if it can do that for those types of cancers, it can do it for you, it can do it for someone else that you know or love. Just keep it in mind. These studies are out here that have been done on all of these natural and these holistic herbs, and a lot of people just don't know about it. So please, please, please do your research. Do your research. Along with those natural and those wonderful facts, like I said, it can reduce the cortisol levels when you get stressed out. Reduce that stress, reduce that anxiety. You want something like that in your system. It also reduces symptoms of depression. Some people, they get depressed when they go through things in life. You don't have to have a disease to be depressed. Depression in itself can also be a disease, but what I'm saying is when some people are diagnosed with certain diseases and they get depressed as well, this will help you with that as well. And in men, it's also a testosterone boost herb, and it increases fertility in men if men were looking for that. It may also increase muscle mass as well and strength. So, and it's also going to reduce that inflammation again. Notice how the link between astragalus root and ashwagandha, they have very similar properties. They're adaptogens. They do some of the same things. One does a little bit more than the other one does a little bit something different than the other, but for the most part, they work together. And when you take these two together, you have multiple benefits that work for the common good, for the common goal, and that's eradicating these cells, eradicating some of the diseases that are out there that's affecting millions and millions of people. And along with that, it's going to also reduce that cholesterol and the triglyceride level. Also, it may also improve your brain function and your memory. So, I mean, it's safe to take. It's not going to make you sick. You're going to have to get used to the taste. It's an acquired taste, but for the most part, it's going to help you. So you've got taste and you've got helpfulness. You got taste and helpfulness. So just keep it in mind, folks. This is good information. This is good things for you to know. It's cheaper than your chemotherapy out there and some of these other treatments that people take advantage of when people are sick. I mean, this is good knowledge. This is good stuff for you to take. And it's not that harmful to you. And like I said, unless you're on some sort of specific medication, that you cannot take these two great natural wonders. I don't understand why you wouldn't want to do it. Take it even if you're not diagnosed with anything. They're very good on a day-to-day basis so that it helps to lower the cholesterol, get that anti-inflammatory count down, get the cardio benefits, the brain boosting benefits, the immunity benefits. So it's good to take this for overall health, these two as well. So just keep that in mind. And also, ashwagandha comes in a powdered form. This is the powdered form of ashwagandha. I'm not quite sure if you guys can see that or not. So you can easily incorporate ashwagandha into your smoothies. I put it in my alkaline mix every day. I take alkaline mix every day, which is a very high mineral mix that's also on my website. It's green, it's lean, it's great. But I also incorporate the ashwagandha in there. Helps out my joints when I go out running, et cetera, et cetera. So please, please, please do your research on that and look up this valuable information. Do your research. Promise you, you will not regret it. The next item that I wanted to talk to you guys about is the soursop leaf. Not quite sure if a lot of people have even heard of the soursop itself. Soursop is basically a fruit. This actual soursop itself, I don't have one because they are considered to be out of season, and the United States has decided to only sell fresh soursop fruit during a certain period here in the United States. And I want to say that this is kind of like how is the best way I can describe it? I want to say it's like an inside job. This fruit has so many positive qualities. One of the main positives about this fruit is that, and its leaves, is that it kills cancer cells. So there's this conspiracy that, they know exactly what the fruit does and they know how beneficial it is from a health standpoint. Very impressive health benefits regarding the soursop. And, they just, a lot of places don't sell it. You can go into a lot of the Asian markets. They may sell it during a certain time of year, but it's never sold year round. It's never sold. If it is sold, it's sold when it's already processed. It will come in a frozen package, which means it's been pureed. Sugar has been added to it. A lot of the health benefits are gone or non-existent when it's already processed in that state. So you can find the actual soursop or graviola fruit, but it's not in its natural state. If you find it in its natural state, it'll probably be in like a state like Florida, maybe Texas, where someone down there might have a soursop tree. For the most part, for the fruit actually being shipped here to the United States, I believe that they have put a ban on it. Not necessarily a ban, but they watch it very closely. So that in itself should tell you a lot about this particular fruit. It is basically native to like Mexico, the Caribbean, parts of South America. You have probably seen a soursop tree if you were around from that area or you went to vacation in that area. You were like, what's that weird looking fruit? It would have been like a soursop tree. And basically, it's an evergreen tree. And the fruit in itself tastes something, some people say it tastes like a pineapple or like a strawberry / banana, with citrusy kind of, I think it just tastes good. I had it, I love it. When I when I travel and I go to a warmer climate and they have it, I get it. Because of its health benefits, you can't beat it. Even in Florida, like I said, they will have it. They will have soursop trees down there, but some people sell the soursop down there. It's something good that you want to invest in. Basically, it has a very high, rich vitamin and nutrient content, which is enough right there to make you want to get the fruit. Very high in vitamin C, very high in vitamin B, and very high in antioxidant compounds. And the antioxidant compounds is what makes it very, very interesting, okay? Everything on this fruit is utilized, like from the seeds to the leaves. And the seeds can make a very, very powerful tea. And this tea is what the tea is that people drink when they actually have cancer. And it makes them feel good. It makes them feel like, hey, everything is great. Everything is good. Basically, the flavonoids and the antioxidants are very heavy in the seeds themselves. So when they're pulverized and you make it into a tea, people swear by it. There are hundreds and thousands, if not, thousands of testimonies out there and studies that have been done to collaborate that, yes, this fruit is the real deal. As far as how you're going to be able to get your hands on it, like I stated, it's very difficult to find unless you're somewhere like maybe Texas or even Florida where they actually have the trees down there. Now, the leaves themselves are also good. They're actually fabulous for making the tea. Like I stated, everything from this particular fruit is great, with the exception of the outside. You know, the outside looks green and spiny, and I don't think you want to ingest that stuff. But here are some soursop leaves. You can smell, it's very, I know you guys, we don't have smell-o-vision here, so I can't really like tell you guys, but this doesn't smell like just regular leaves off your tree. You can actually smell like a chemical, and this has been treated with nothing. These are pesticide-free. They've been washed and dried, and I had these shipped to me from the Caribbean. They don't sell these here. If they sell them here in a health shop, you're going to pay an arm and a leg for them. Okay. I have this in some of my Asiatic teas that I make for people with cancer, or also I sell these just to sell them. And this is like an order that you can get from the website, Abstract Wellness. So basically, those teas that people make from the seeds themselves or from the leaves contain the actual, chemicals from the fruit. And basically, one of the other benefits is it controls parasites. Great news for you. Also has that anti-inflammatory thing going on again, just like the other examples of the other herbs that we talked about today. If you're suffering from joint pain or inflammation, especially gout or arthritis, that's something that you want to look into. Also, it improves anything as far as respiratory is concerned, asthma, respiratory distress. That's very, very good for that. It also treats insomnia, anxiety. If you're suffering from any type of anxiety or insomnia, if you take a adaptation and you rub it on your skin, in regards to eczema or anything like that, it treats those type of bacterial or microbial infections. And like I said, it's very, very high antioxidant activity in regards to cancer. It has been noted that it prevents and treats cancer. And I want you guys to go out there and research this information. This is something I can't make up. A lot of, even the Cancer Society made notes about the soursop fruit itself. And, if they made notes about it and said, hey, yeah, this is something that's great for cancer, but we're not saying it's a cure, I think you guys should go out there and research it. And basically, it's going to boost the immunity as well. It improves your gastrointestinal health, and it has analgesic properties. So, by all means, I'm not saying that this is a cure, but if you have thousands of testimonies out there in relationship to this fruit, in relationship to what it can do, these leaves, you can smell, it doesn't smell like just any other leaf. There's things in these leaves, in this fruit, that you want to see if it's going to help you. I think it's very beneficial to check it out. Once again, if you have any questions regarding anything that we discussed today, please give me a contact, give me a shout out, let me know. If you have any questions, I'll be more than happy to answer anything for you. Once again, email address, www.abstractwellness.com. My name is Carrie Bryant. I look forward to hearing from you, hearing your testimony, hearing what you have to say. Check out my Facebook page, check out my website, like my videos, and I look forward to giving you any information in the future regarding all things natural, all things holistic. And thank you guys for your comments. Thank you guys. I really appreciate it. And once again, to know better is to do better, and be well.